Good morning, everybody. So today we'll be continuing and try to level up our blader to at least maybe to level 120. Now, if you're joining the server, there's one thing you have to know. There is boosting services, right? I mean, services may be a little bit of overstatement, right? Because no one charges you for that. If you're a new player, you can just come here. Someone is gonna level you up. But in this series, I wanna do something different. What if you want to level up on your own? Maybe you're a strong, independent man and you don't need nobody and you can do everything by yourself, and this is exactly what we're gonna do today. So my blader is already level 65. The biggest priority when you start the game is actually do this quest. So if you're a blader, you'll see a blader quest right here. If you pick a wizard, it's gonna be a wizard, and for every class that you pick, the name is gonna be represented right here. So you have to, just like in the last episode, you have to do a little bit of a mini quest, just going around the city and meeting the NPCs. But after that, you only have quests on every 10th level, and they're actually really easy and really important to do. So to get a new quest, I actually need to level up to level 70, and this is what I actually like to do as my priority. Now, leveling to level 65 was quite easy, and I have an idea that it's gonna be pretty easy going on forwards. Just cause I've been in this game for so long, I know all the neat tricks, tips, and everything you need to get your XP going. Right, so let's take a look at Event Girl Yule. Right, we have some free dungeon entries right here. These are absolutely for free. You can take as many as you want and do as many of them as you want. And what's piquing my interest is this dungeon right here. It's available from level 70. And I have a strong suspicion that in just this one dungeon I could level up to level 90 or something. So I'll take one entry of this. Pay 1 ALS, no problem. I have literally hundreds of thousands of them. And in order to get the 5 remaining levels quickly, I'll actually do Chaos Arena level 2. Chaos Arenas, as you can see, it's level 1, level 2, level 3, level 4. And there's even more levels going forward. And you can see the level requirements right here. This one is from level 30. And level 2 is actually from 65, which is absolutely perfect. Let's take one, since this is exactly my level. Now, once you start in the server, you're gonna get pretty decent gear, right? And that gear should be enough to help you level. Alright, so Chaos Arena is located right here. We could do level 1 if we wanted to. It's more than enough to get myself to level 70. But let's do level 2. Just because we're strong and independent like that. You know what I mean? Oh man, the blader looks so cool. If you followed my streams, you know that my main class is actually gonna be Force Shielder, but blader is considered to be one of the most powerful classes in all of Cabal. Now this server is pretty balanced, but you can never balance a server 100%. You know what I mean? Some class is still gonna have a little edge. And that class is blader right here. I mean, just look how easy it is to level up. 65. Theoretically, you could stay here and just level up to level 90, but I would prefer to do the Arena Station just because it's a really fun dungeon, and I think we could level up there even faster. Okay, I am taking a little bit of damage from these guys. It's not a problem. It's still maintainable. There we go, 68. Man, yesterday we had the most amazing stream. I think it was 8-hour and 30-minute stream, which was my all-time personal best. I really wanted to make the longest stream that I can in this new server. Look at this, already level 70. Oh my days, so we could level up. Each wave that's gonna spawn in is gonna be stronger and stronger. Probably a few more waves in, we won't be able to get these minions anymore. But to be fair, level 70 is all that we needed anyways. And there's 2 ways of doing Chaos Arena. You can start killing the monsters immediately, or you can just wait for more of them to spawn, thus giving you even more XP per hit. Anyways, I think level 71 is gonna be enough. I actually wanna do the Arena Station. Now, if you want a quick teleport, all you have to do is right-click on the dungeon entry. Look at this. Boom, literally instant. Yo, Chunky, are you doing an episode right now? Yeah, boy. So, Ruina Station might be a little bit difficult. And look at this, once you start the server, you're actually gonna get 50 potions of GM's Blessing. Use it. Man, this is gonna give you so much stats. Look at this, 700 HP, defense rate, critical damage, critical rate, and all the good stuff. This is a really, really strong buff. lasts for 3,600 seconds. Have no idea how long that is. I would have to do the math. But yeah, hopefully with this setup we should be strong enough. Because I literally just started. Everything here is just starter gear. I haven't bought anything at all. There we go. Get the boxes. Now the reason that the Blader is such a strong class is actually because of its BM2 ability. So let me show you. Look at this. You get this like little grappling hooks and whatnot. But let's put this here so it's nice and neat. And look how fast I can clear the boss. Yeah, man. So Blader is Blader has insane amount of damage. Or should I say single target damage. So if you're just killing like a boss, man, there's probably no better class than Blader. There's also like a ranged DM class, which is basically a mix between a Blader and a Wizard. And I think just for like new people starting out, it's gonna be a really tempting class. I prefer to play Force Shielder just because I want the hardest class possible. And I picked the least playable class in the whole server. Or in the whole game, to be honest. And yeah, I'll be honest, my Force Shielder will not be able to do this amount of damage as the Blader. Blader is OP. Okay, this is another boss. Use my damaging skill. Man, I'm just melting this boss right away. Also, if you need any guides for like literally any dungeon, just let me know, man. I'll make all of them. Look at this. Hit me up if you need some level boost. Watch your level go brrrr. Man, that's what I'm saying. Like, people in the server, they're gonna boost you, you know? So if you don't wanna level up at least the early stages yourself, you can always ask for help and someone will be there. I play this game literally every single day. And I'm trying to get strong enough so I can actually help new people level as well. But look at this. This is the arena of massive level. Instead of just killing this Invader Mech Buffalo Plus, what you actually want to do is get these guys. Look at this. Each one of these statues, they're gonna spawn 2 more of these guys. And they give insane XP. Bro, let's look at our XP going up. This is a really like old school tactic that like only the OG and veteran players know, so I want to introduce the new players to this as well. But look at this, all the minions that I spawned. Boom, boy. These guys give absolutely massive XP. And once I kill all of them, the statues are actually gonna spawn in after like a while, so you could just keep farming here for as long as you want, to be fair. Well, the dungeon only has 26 minutes, so you can farm at least for 26 minutes in here. And look at this, 82 already. This is next level. That's only been one wave. So if you really want, we could wait for the statues to spawn again. I actually didn't expect to clear this so easy. Once we get this beer, the gate is gonna open. Which doesn't matter, because the statues are still gonna spawn in. Look at this. You see that? And rinse and repeat, my friend. Yeah, even though like so many people are gonna be willing to boost you for absolutely free, I still wanna keep the OG old school ways of Cabal, you know, just so people know that you don't really need to rely on others. You can do everything yourself. And like sometimes, you know, people play MMOs, but they love the single player experience. So they like to do everything themselves. I mean, why not? Look at this, it's super easy. And I think here the best level to stay at would be level 90, because from level 90 we're actually gonna unlock another dungeon, which is gonna level us up even faster. I think after this I'll have one more wave to kill, and I should be around level 90, something like that. I think this is like much faster than just staying in Chaos Arenas, and it's definitely way more fun. Oh, look at this, someone wants to buy this Anima gem. Man, if you know the stats, these are like godlike stats. Man, I would love this as well. I only started playing myself on the server for like 3 days, so this is gonna be way out of my budget. But man, sooner or later I'm gonna get it. There we go, get the statues. Man, I remember in like 2007, I used to spend ages right here. I will literally do this dungeon for 20 minutes and then rinse and repeat. I think times have changed, right? So it's much better that it's actually way quicker now than before. You don't actually need to spend like 20 minutes, you can do it in like 5 minutes, you know? And if you know the right dungeons, you can move or level up really quickly in this game. Okay, 89. I think that's gonna be enough, because we're still gonna kill the last boss. The dungeon is literally almost over. We only have one more boss to kill, and I think it's gonna give us the remainder of HP. Also, you're gonna get a really big boost if you're actually playing this on the weekend. So every day you get a boost, but on the weekend, man, it's even more like, it's even better. Okay, get the boss. I think it should spawn one more time. There we go. Look at this, level 90 as well. Kill the second boss and go to this mysterious capsule. There we go, get some items from it. And now we have to wait for the last boss to spawn. So the spider spawns 3 times, and each time it spawns, he spawns additional minions. Now with the starter gear, I'm already more than capable to take it. Without any issue at all. Look at this. Take all the drops. And level 90 is in the bag. Alright, so let's go back to the event gallery. Once you start the game, man, this is gonna be your literally favorite NPC in this game. Because look what you can actually do. You can actually preview every single costume that is in game for free. Right, so they give you like 3-minute ownership period. And let me pick like a really cool costume. Let's see. Ruler of Stars. Admiral. Okay, let's go with Admiral. And look at this. You see what I mean? So before buying any of the costumes, you can actually test them out fully. And man, this is like such a good feature. Anyways, let's go back to the free dungeon entries. And the next dungeon on the list is actually gonna be Seal. Oh, it's from 95. Okay, so I guess I should have either stayed here until level 95, or since I'm level 90, I think still the best option is gonna be Chaos Arena level 2, or another run of this. Okay, you know what, let's try Chaos Arena level 2, we'll actually try to beat the first boss in this arena, it might be fun. And I think as a blader, I should be able to do it. With my force shielder, it probably would be extremely hard. But yeah, that's what I'm saying, Blader's an OP class in my opinion. Also like Blader, Dark Mage, Wizard and Force Archer are one of the strongest. But that's just my sole opinion, you know what I mean? Because Wizards, they do high amounts of damage, they don't have a lot of defense, but they rely on health steal. So if you're playing a Wizard, your strategy would be to hit many monsters at the same time, so that on every single hit you almost get like a full HP heal. So as long as the monsters don't one-shot you, you should be more than fine. Force Archer is really cool, because Force Archer actually has the biggest range in all of the game, from all of the classes. And with Force Archer, it's sometimes considered a little bit of a cheater class, because there are bosses that you can outrange with the Force Archer, so the boss won't actually be able to hit you, but you'll be able to hit the bosses. And trust me, in some dungeons, this is gonna be like super useful. Okay, let's get these birdies. And look at this, if you don't want to kill the minions one by one, another like cool, neat little trick, I can just chill here. I can make myself a cup of coffee, cup of tea, wait a couple minutes, and after a couple minutes, like a bunch of minions are gonna spawn. So instead of just killing them group by group, I can actually wait for like 3 waves of minions to spawn, and then try to kill everyone. You know, if you're strong enough, definitely do it, you know? Look at this, more minions on spawning. So I think after these ones, the first boss should spawn relatively soon. So let's lure these guys all in one place. No issue at all. Just because when the boss spawns, I actually want to have a clean arena. Right? Because I'm not sure, the boss is actually gonna be a little bit hard, I believe. Or at least when I first tried it with my force shielder, I couldn't beat it. Okay, more minions. 22 combo, 26 kills. Now let me just go back. Chill for like a minute or two. I want full arena of monsters over here. Look at this. That's more like it. So yeah, if you're one of those people who love like really efficient gaming, man, this is what I would do. You know, enter Chaos Arena, go and chill for 5 minutes and then come back. Because look at this, even more monsters are spawning. I think with like a wizard class, it would be easy to clear all of these monsters. Because, ooh, look at this, we're actually getting damage here. Hold up. That's pretty much the only thing you have to be cautious about, right? You don't want to spawn too many minions so they don't destroy you, you know what I mean? But the Blader seems to be doing really fine. And yeah, if I play the Wizard, I would be able to kill, like, hit all of these monsters at the same time. Just because Wizards... Ooh! Whoa. Okay, use my defensive skills. Okay, yeah, this is actually a little bit stressful. Oh my days. But yeah, with the Wizard, I think it would be even easier. Because Wizard has just an insane BM2. You're basically able to cast 2 skills at the same time and you can pick 2 targets. So like every single class has its own like advantage and disadvantage. There we go, 35. Should we keep going? I mean, we can try. But this is already a little bit hectic. I'm already using my defensive skills, I'm using my potions. The full heal from the level up is actually contributing a lot. Oh man, okay, we're 96. Let's just get out of here. I don't wanna die. Whew, man. That knocked an early morning sweat on me. Oh my days. Okay, and now since we're 95, we can go ahead and go to Seal of Darkness. Back in the day, this was one of my most favorite dungeons of all time. I remember going like rushing after school to get home just so I could do 90 runs of this dungeon. Ooh, oh, I'm glad I've seen this. Look at this. For class level 10 characters only. What this means is your grade. As you can see, I'm grade level 7. And in order to improve the grade, what you're actually gonna do is do the scenario quests. So there we go, we unlocked the Blader quests, which is like always gonna be your #1 priority. Since once you do it, it's kinda like rank 7, you know, once you do like level 80 quests, it's gonna be like rank 8 and stuff like that. It gives you even more extra stats. You know what I mean? So you should do them whenever you reach like 70, 80, 90, 100 and so on up until level 200. And for this quest I need to kill the 10 hounds and kill 5 orcs. Hounds are actually gonna be located here. If you don't know where the minion is located, just press M. Go to like literally every single map and you're gonna see this like red cross or whatever. And this is where the minions are hiding. There we go. Hello little puppies. I'm sorry, but it's time to get slaughtered. Nothing personal, man, I'm just doing it for the quest. But yeah, Blader class is very cool. I think since like it's one of the most popular classes, the items on it should be like fairly expensive. There we go, I got 10 of them. Now I need to kill 5 orcs. Orcs are actually gonna be located in a dungeon. If you don't know which dungeon, you can always just press it here. And it's gonna say, look at this, Hounds in Fort Ruina, which we already done. Orcs in Lake in Dust. So let's go to our most favorite NPC of all time. This is probably the only girl in the internet that's gonna give everything to you and not gonna ask anything for return. And there we go, map art, Lake in Dust, let's do it. Also another like really cool dungeon. So if you're a person who loves to like run multiple dungeons, man, join this game. And for everyone asking, this is the server that I'm playing at. All you need to do is just type playkabal.to into like Google or web browser and whatever, and you're gonna find our server. There we go, I got the orcs. Now I'm actually gonna finish the dungeon itself, just for the loot. Look at this, upgrade core low sets. Upgrade cores are used to upgrade your items, so definitely good drops. It's really well worth it to actually go and finish the dungeon. And yeah guys, let me know. If you're like a new player and you want to see me do like a separate playlist where I go through every single dungeon in detail, bruv, just let me know. I'll do it in no time. I would be actually thrilled to do it, you know what I mean? Because it's gonna give me the opportunity to run like every single dungeon. Okay, and this is the final boss. And now he's gone. Ooh, wait, Belt of Rapid +4. Hey, I'll equip that. That's actually kinda decent. The best drop was probably the upgrade core mediums and the upgrade core lows. Okay, let's turn in the quest. Okay, and now let's take a look at here. Blader grade 7. Once I turn in the quest, I should be, there we go, Blader grade 8. So that's why like you have to do the Blader or like whatever class you pick. Your class quests, like the first thing. That's like the biggest priority. Okay, so now let's do level 80 quests. And after that we'll do the level 90 quests. And we'll be able to enter the dungeon after that. Also, look at this. Sometimes it says that it's not available. If you get this kind of, like if you press it, this quest and nothing happens, all you have to do is press C and auto set your stats. Because you actually have like the requirements to go from like grade 8 to grade 9, and these are the requirements. I have to have at least 161 strength, 28 intelligence, and 257 dexterity. So the easiest way is just to press auto set and you're good. Okay, let's do it. Okay, 10 Linehorn zombies and Invader Hounds. The Invader Hounds are gonna be in the Ruina Station, the dungeon that we've done previously. And Linehorn zombies, we can just check the map. Boom, right here. Now, before we actually go and kill these, a lot of people might be thinking, hey yo, Chenky, you have an extra 417 points. And these points are actually super useful. So what I would like to do, instead of just like looking up guides or whatever, like what your stats should be, the easiest way to find it out on the spot, just go to Bloody Ice and we'll go to the live marketplace. Right, so for example, let me check a weapon for my class, which can either be a katana or a blade, whichever you prefer. And I'll try to pick like, currently I'm running, and let's check just one of the higher sets. I mean, we could check Red Osminum, Sigmetal, it doesn't matter. And you can see the rough stats that you need. So for this blade, you need 229 dexterity and 229 strength. Okay, let's go look for even a stronger blade. Yeah, you see 244 and 244 strength. So the strength and dexterity is exactly the same for katanas. So I'm just gonna put it. I'm gonna put like, let me put, let's say 100 points in strength. And I wanna keep my dexterity relatively the same. So I'll put like 30 points in the dexterity. Sorry guys, I forgot to turn on the do not disturb mode. Okay, and now let's do this exactly same for the armor. So Blader is gonna have martial set, right? So we'll go just for the martial suit, because it's gonna have like the biggest stats, right? So if you're checking for the armor, always just check the suit. And we can check the same like mithril or whatever. Look at this, we need 350 of each strength and dexterity and at least 70 intelligence. So you know what, I could just put like 100 points here, 100 points here, and 35 points here. There we go. And now I already massively increased my combat power. And now I think we are ready to go and kill the Linehorns. Let me just lure these guys. Come here, puppy. It's okay. Man, and yeah, after like the yesterday stream, I just went to bed. I didn't eat, nothing like that. I just went straight to sleep. I woke up literally at 10 a.m. 10 a.m. is golden time because at 10 a.m. all the kebab shops are open. So you know what I did. Bro, I got the biggest kebab they had on the store. Well, not the biggest, because the biggest is the family size. But like, come on. Family size is like for like 2-3 people, you know? But yeah, I got like the largest single person kebab they had to offer. And man, I went like right back to sleep for like an hour. And believe me when I say, man, that nap was like godsend. Absolute godsend nap. I don't know, it might have been like a 15-minute nap. It could have been like an hour or two. I don't know. All I know is that it was one of the best rests that I've had in my lifetime, man. So yeah, I'm a huge advocate for a nice greasy kebab in the morning. Anyways, we are grade 8. Oh, wrong dungeon. Need to get to grade 9, and for that we just need to do this quest. Invader Hounds in Ruina Station. Go. Now, you could run this full dungeon for the drops, because the drops are actually kinda decent. But if you just really want to level up as fast as possible, I mean, you could theoretically just destroy these hounds and then exit the dungeon, you know what I mean? Force kick, yeah! Man, I love this ability. Such a good ability. If it had like a lower cooldown, it would have been so OP. And there we go, just exit dungeon like that. And given the quest... Man, do we look good? That's another thing, like I think Blader is so powerful. Or not powerful, I should say popular. Is because of these blades. Man, they just look really good. I think like Force Archer has like double guns, which look amazing. And they have like more of a greenish color to them. But Blader's rocking the light blue and it looks amazing. I guess let's get a screenshot right here. I'm a YouTuber. I take thumbnails at every single opportunity that I can. And look at this, grade 9. Brilliant. So we can actually go ahead with our dungeon. For class level 10 only. Oh, because I need to do the level 90 quest. Man, I'm getting ahead of myself, aren't I? Okay, there we go. Now look at this. It's not letting me do the level 9 quests, right? And I'm super happy that this is happening, because all I need to do is press C, press auto set. As you can see, I didn't have enough dexterity. And boom, just like that. Now we have the quest. Okay, let's get 10 deaf soldiers and Port Lux. Oh wait, no, deaf soldiers are actually gonna be here. Yeah, there we go. We see the marker. This video is really turning into like a guide for new players. I didn't expect it. I just started rambling, but yeah, man. I mean, the more information we can provide in these videos, like the better. You know what I mean? Because a lot of new people are coming into this game, and like with every single this game has been out here for like over 20 years. It's gonna have so many systems. And if you try to, get all of them in like one day, you're gonna get overwhelmed. You know what I mean? It's the same as starting like World of Warcraft on day one and expecting to know everything, It's just never gonna happen. I'm playing this for like 2-3 years and there's still so many things that I don't know. So I think like these guides, they should be like really informative and hopefully really useful for you guys. Let me know in the comments if you want to see more of these. Okay, kill Ice Hounds. Ice Hounds are gonna be located in Tower of Undead B1F. Let's go to our favorite lady in the server. Good evening, love. And let's look for the dungeon. There we go. Tower of Dead B2F. Which one do we need exactly? Tower of Dead B1F. Okay. No worries at all. And that's the reason like I highly recommend starting on this server rather than the officials. Because the official is not gonna hold your hand. Not even slightly. You know what I mean? Plus, like, we have, over 1,000 daily players every single day. And yeah, man, the more the merrier. You know what? Let's actually finish this dungeon. This dungeon is not even long at all. If you're really just rushing your level, you could just exit the dungeon right here. But to be fair, I actually want to finish it. Once you break this gate, this is gonna be, like, probably the most annoying or hardest part of the dungeon. Just because all of these guys, they are ranged. And they keep, you see, like an equal distance between them. So it's a little bit hard to lure them in one spot, but it is possible. This is another like super useful dungeon. And I would probably recommend like trying to level up as much as you can before you actually start grinding dungeons. Just because like now I probably can do this dungeon in, let's say, like 4 or 5 minutes. If I level up, I might be able to do it in like 2 minutes. You know what I mean? So if I want to do multiple runs, it's just so much more useful. Oh, man, I didn't start my day with a coffee today. I actually started with an energy drink, which is something I normally don't do. But man, after like a monster kebab for breakfast, yeah, I needed something more. I needed something more than just a regular old coffee. Also, you can dash combos like this. I'm still learning, man. I'm still learning. When I used to play on the official, I always had like really big lag. So I never even attempted these. But look at this. I'm still not that good. But I will learn. I will learn. Because when you're doing nation wars, there's basically like 2 nations in the game, right? And there's like 100 versus 100 wars. And man, they're gonna be like super epic. And in those wars, man, if you know how to do this combo properly, you're gonna do good. So not only it has the MMO elements, but it has like the real skill-based elements. You know what I mean? Not just strategizing your gear, but actually being skilled enough to pull those combos in stressful situations. And I think that's why this game stayed like alive for so long. It came out in the same time that Lineage 2 came out, but in my opinion, it has done way better than Lineage 2, because it's still alive with like a really active player base, which I couldn't say for L2. There are some private servers on it, but man, none of them are nearly as active. Get this guy. Combo? Wait, it's been only my 3rd day from actually starting to learn the dash combos. Look at this, you target someone, and you can dash to them. There you go. Look at this, I'm actually getting better. Oh yeah, man, when you pull off like these combos, they just feel so rewarding, man. Especially for me, because I'm still just like a very beginner at these combos. Man, I don't know, should I use my BM2? The only real issue with the BM2, even though it does insane amount of damage, it only does single target damage, right? So when there's like many minions, I mean, it's still kind of fast, right? Because you just kill them in what, like half a second? Once you get level 130, you're actually gonna get another BM mode, which is gonna be like for AoE attacks. But until then, you just kind of have to bear with like the single target, or you can just use your skills. I mean, whichever floats your boat more. Man, just by doing like the regular dungeons, I'm already leveling up so fast, to be fair. What, I started this dungeon at what, like 95, 96 level? Okay, let's use some big damage. Just because there's gonna be quite a few of these golems here. Wow. Okay, and this is where the final boss will lie. We have to kill these two general zombies. Okay, let me use my aura just so I can extend my BM2 so it doesn't expire. Because I wouldn't want that to expire near the freaking boss. Man, look how cool I look with everything. There we go. This is the money maker. Full attack, full damage. Kill this guy as fast as possible. There we go. Legendary box. Look at this. Man, I'll take everything. Boom, happy days. I actually reached level 100, which is crazy. So we can actually have... Oh, it's actually so good, right? Because look at this, we're gonna take this quest. And I actually know where this quest is gonna lead us. Let's auto set, so we can actually rank up to further rank. It's actually gonna send us to the Seal of Darkness dungeon, which is gonna be so massive for XP. Okay, so we need to kill 10 of these guys. I would never pronounce this name, man. There we go. Teleport right to them. And I think I'll use my BM2 modes. Yeah, boy. Get them one by one. Get out of my town. This is my place now. Okay, now come back to my town. I actually need you. There we go. I need at least 2 more. Go. And finally we can do the Seal of Darkness. Man, this dungeon is gonna be lit, I'm telling you. Also, there's like cool new features. Like if you like this setup, you can use this setup. If you want it brighter, you can just type in day. And look at this, it's gonna be much brighter. If you want it like even darker than normal, you can just type it dark. Like night, I mean. And if you want it to go back to default, you just type the night again and it's gonna be the default version. Okay, so let's kill these Naga warriors. They give insane XP. There's only 9 of them, right? This is not the main part of the dungeon where we're gonna be leveling. We're gonna get there in just a second. And yeah, man, back in my days, like, I used to run 90 runs of this dungeon every single day, man. Just because, like, the loot was so good. And it was actually, like, really contagious, you know? Because if you do 90 runs, you're gonna get something good. You know what I mean? There's only gonna be one hard part in this dungeon, and I'll show you. Blader actually has, like, a really good advantage, because we're gonna need a really big single target's damage. Alright, so we speak with this. We try to get through this area as quickly as possible, because the meteors can actually, like, drop and damage you while you're going through this, like, lava part. And look at this, you see these 2 towers? This is the hard part. So I'm gonna use my BM2 and use my max damage. Okay, as a blader, it may be not that hard. But yeah, I remember playing on the official servers and I could never get these 2 bosses. Because the longer you take to destroy these towers, they're gonna fire like grenades at you and whatnot. And just like spawn more and more minions. So it's really good to just do it as quick as possible. Use all of your damaging skills. Go get this guy. Ooh, Shadow Apaulet of Guardian. I'll take that. Let's go. Extra 30 defense, 200 evasion, and 7 damage reduction. That's what I'm saying, man. This dungeon is... Bruv, this is gonna be my all-time favorite. Here you can actually break a gate, because there's another chest lying around here. Just for, like, extra loot. Clear this mini-boss right here. Then this secret door is gonna open up. Look at this, another boss here. And now, ladies and gentlemen, I hope you're prepared for huge level. Once you break this gate, all hell is gonna let loose. Look at this. Man, and these guys, they give insane amount of XP. And look how many there is. Let's watch. 100 level 108. Boom. 109. 1010. 111. Yeah, it's a very, like, short room, but it's, like, very high-intensity room, you know what I mean? And if you just... Because every single minion in this dungeon, they actually give really good XP. So if you got to this part, I would actually recommend you just to finish the dungeon, because you're gonna get so much more XP. Plus, like, really good loot as well. Alright, let's keep on moving forward. these smokes, these vents, they actually damage you. Okay, another boss right here. I'll use my BM. Just because this is the strongest part of Blader, you know, and single target bosses are so weak against this class. You know, like every class has at least like one like really good thing where they shine. And this is where the Blader shines. Go get the box, get all the loot. Let's go to all of the rooms. I think there's 3 rooms in total with like separate bosses. Each boss represents like a different class. So this is like a 4-shielder boss. There was always also a Blader boss and like a Wizard boss. Collect the chest. There we go. And this is like the Force Blader class. The Force Blader boss, I should say. Force Blader is definitely another like really highly rated class. Just because it's kind of like assassin class, but it's more like they focus on debuffs, you know what I mean? So especially like against bosses, Force Bladers are really good as well. And if you're like doing party dungeons, Force Blader is such a needed class, right? Because they have more debuff than any other class combined, you know what I mean? So let's say you're doing like a 7-man dungeon, you know, you have 6 people hitting, and then the Force Blader is just gonna provide so many debuffs. Okay, and look at this, we're almost 120. Man, it feels good. Okay, get my legendary chest. Look at this boss. Man, now that's the drop rates that I love to see. And there we go. After level 100, we have completed all of the Blader scenario quests, as you can see. And then BS level up special training is gonna open up. Basically the same gist, right? Every 10 levels, they're gonna this quest is gonna increase your grade, plus it's gonna give you so much ALs. They're so worth doing. Okay, 10 bloody orcs and 5 gricks. Bloody orcs are gonna be in the lakeside. Go. And you can just feel like how quick it is to actually progress here, you know what I mean? Especially like the first few hundred levels, man. If you know like the right kind of dungeons and whatnot, man, it's gonna be so quick. That's why I try to provide like the best knowledge that I've, you know, gathered over the years in this game. Go. And yeah, if you decide to play on this server, play Cabal.to, man, join my guild. Oh, my guild is actually on the main account, but as soon as you join the game, just type in Chenky and man, I'll be there. And I'll invite you to the guild. Because I'm accepting all new players. You know, we have like 30 players that are starting from scratch at literally the same time. So all of us are leveling at the same time. So whatever problem that you're gonna face in the game, most likely a couple of members of my guild already faced that problem. And they're gonna help you. Okay, so now we have to kill 5 gricks. Gricks, as we can just look it up, it's in Forgotten Temple B1F. Right, so we go to the favorite lady in all of the games. There it is. Pick up the dungeon and right click on it. As easy as that. Now here, this server actually has a special feature, right? So if you just wanna start the dungeon from the very start, you should pick the origin quest line. The mysterious coffin is actually like even better if you wanna spam this dungeon, because you actually just get teleported to the very first boss. You know, so you can do this dungeon a lot faster. So we're gonna go with Origin. Is that you or just a copycat? It's me. Okay, let's press the Origin one more time. There we go. And now these, as you can see, Firegate is actually opening up. But yeah, if you wanna follow me, like I pretty much go live at least like 2 times a week, but it's even way more than that, to be fair. The like 2 times is the absolute minimum. And there we go. Here we have the gricks. Now gricks actually provide really good XP as well. There's not many of them, but I think just this like little portion of them is gonna be enough for me to reach 120. And from 120 we actually unlock like even better dungeons to level like ourselves up. Man, who is honking here? Hold up, let me check. Oh no, man. I mean, it is what it is. I thought that I got a fine. So basically, if the postman, well, or postwoman, I should say, comes to your house peeping like that, it means usually you have some sort of debt or you got some sort of fine. And basically, I got a fine for parking my old car on grass. Right, so a little story time. My old car was Audi A4 Quattro. absolute beast of a car, man. It was absolutely one of my best cars ever, because I bought them for like 400 euros. I switched the engine for 200 euros, and yeah, it served me so good. But I drove around it for like a year and a bit without actually doing any kind of, you know, rebuilding work for the car. Oh, whoa, 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 hold up, hold up, hold up. Okay, I got my 5. Let's dash. Man, this is way too stressful. All I needed was level 120 and kill 5 Gricks anyways. So yeah, basically I hold the documents here, and it says that a person has and yeah, coming back to the Audi A4, I drove it for around like year and a half. Man, that car served me so good. When I used to work as a plumber, I used to collect scrap metal, put it in that car, and just kinda, you know, sell it for the price of metal. And it paid off like superbly. But anyways, on its last days, the brakes kinda gave in. So then I started using a handbrake. Then the handbrake gave in, and I didn't really have any brakes at all. And at that point, it would be really unsafe and irresponsible to drive the car, right? Well, being unsafe and unresponsible human being like I am, I actually decided to drove that car to the nearby store just to get myself like an energy drink, if I remember correctly. And on the way to the store, my turbine actually gave in. It leaked a drop of oil, but literally just one drop, you know? Nothing too serious, and happy days for that. Because if the oil starts leaking, man, you would get fined so big. And it would be not funny at all. But yeah, once the turbine gave in, the interesting thing happened that the car started accelerating by itself. I was driving at like 20 kilometers per hour, and I see my car just going 40, 50, 60 in like residential neighborhood area, and I'm like, whoa, 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 whoa. So what I did is I knocked down the gear, right? So obviously the car then couldn't move forward. It kind of stopped, but the gas pedal was still like, I wasn't pressing it, but it felt like it was being pressed, like pedal to the metal, full freaking throttle. And I was like, oh shit, okay, let me just turn off the engine. I turned off the freaking engine, and I kid you not, the car kept still going. It still kept accelerating in a place. Smoke started coming out. I jumped out of the car, got like 5 meters away from it, and then after like 5 seconds it actually turned off without the freaking key. And I was like, okay, this is dangerous. But I'm 1 minute away from the shop, and I still need to go back to my house. So I still managed to drive to the shop. I didn't turn off the engine, well, because I just started up the car again, and it kind of started up normally. So I drove to the shop. I kept my car running, got my energy drink, and started driving back. On the way back, the same thing happened again. And same story, man. I knocked down the gear. The accelerator kept throttling. I took out the key, the freaking key, out of the car, jumped out of the car, and this time I got away like 10 meters. Because this time it was smoking good. I genuinely thought it was gonna explode. A crowd kind of piled up because, you know, I live in this neighborhood and everyone is like, oh, what's happening? What's happening? And I'm like, I have no idea, man. The car went insane. You know, probably because I always use the cheaper petrol, and it was the car's way of retaliating. But yeah, then the full throttle lasted for about like 15 seconds. And the smoke was so huge that once the car eventually turned off, like it took like a minute or two for the smoke to clear. And then one of the neighborhood mechanics said, man, your turbine is fucked up. Like, bruv, don't even drive this car, you know what I mean? He said like, oh, you can let it cool off and just drive it to your house. But I was like, man, after seeing this, I don't want nothing to do with this. So I asked a couple of my friends to push the car near my house. And my house is actually on a hill. There's no way we could push that car up the hill. So I parked it nearby on this kind of... I mean, theoretically, yes, I parked on the grass, but it was kind of like there's not much grass growing there anyways. And it's like genuinely like a space for a car, you know, but no one parks there. I used to park there occasionally when, for example, when I had 2 cars and my parents would come to visit, and then we wouldn't have enough space to park all of the cars in the house. So I would actually park one of the shit cars in that spot, right? Because all of my cars were like shit cars, less than 1,000 euros. And yeah, I was working at that time, right? And I didn't want to call basically the guy with the tow truck, because man, the fees are insane, you know? And I just wanted to give it to the scrap metal. But I needed to somehow bring the car to the scrap metal place myself in order to get like a decent payout. And yeah, I guess one of the people have complained, right? And they even like posted on social media, in our neighborhood social media. And as soon as I saw that, I was like, bruh, come on. Okay, I actually called the tow truck. I pretty much didn't get anything good for the car, because the tow truck just took like half the price of the scrap metal. But yeah, so apparently she actually called the police as well, informing that my car was on the grass. But joke's on her. The documents that I'm holding are actually saying that there was not enough evidence. She provided one photo to the police, and that one photo was not valid enough to basically give me a fine. So I just got like an authorized letter saying that you're good, bro. Don't worry about this bitch, you know? Man, actually fun letter, man. I thought, man, if it's another fine, oh, come on. Just please, don't let it be it now, you know? Let me get my money up for once. So yeah, good news, man. The government is actually on my side. I mean, I still moved that car as soon as I saw the photo, you know what I mean? Oh, look at this, you don't have required stat points to finish the quest. Okay, auto set, and let's just do it again. There we go, 1 freaking 20. So yeah, guys, please tell me whether this kind of a series is useful to you, because I can do like a bit more informative series on how to level up in the server, because I think a lot of new people are gonna join in on the fun, just because we had like so much fun lately. And the last stream was like the most popular out of all Cabal Online servers, you know what I mean? So yeah, I'm just kind of trying to make these episodes for the new people. But hey, if you don't really feel like this information is useful to you, just let me know and I'll just make my regular episodes just exploring the server and whatnot. So yeah, guys, it's nice to end off on a really good note, right? I thought it was gonna be crap, but I was not fined. And happy freaking days for that. If you are starting the server, I'll have my referral link right here, right? If you use my referral link, I get like a little bit of like cheeky extra rewards as well for the server, you know? So, I don't know, I'm trying to become the strongest man in the server, or at least the strongest force shielder in the server. So the referral link is actually gonna help me a lot. So yeah, guys, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.